lovely humans, welcome back to my channel. I'm FCA, and today we have an empties video. This is, if you have never seen them before, this is where somebody just goes through all the stuff that they have used up. I think that in our very consumer heavy environment and with the economic situation, at least in America, being kind of cray-cray, we are going to feel like it's important to make sure that we understand that we use products and just check in with ourselves, even if we don't do it on camera like I do, where we see, okay, what am I actually using? Where is my money being well spent? And then you can put that, if you're like, wow, I really didn't use this product, or I really just haven't reached for this product, I don't need to have it. I need to make sure I don't repurchase this, or whatever. And also, what products do I need to put into? Where do I put my time? Where do I maybe need to put more money towards, or make sure that I budget for? So that is what we have going on here. This is the empties that I used up in the month of June. So unsurprisingly, we have a bottle of sunscreen. This is the Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen from Neutrogena. It is the broad spectrum. I'm sorry, I'm still tired. I just got up a little bit ago. And it has the Helioplex. Now, what I really like about this is it doesn't feel like other aerosol sprays because it's not as sticky. It doesn't leave that sticky filament on you. You still get sun protection, but you don't have that sticky feeling when you spray it like in the crook of your elbow and you bend your elbow. It doesn't go. It's really nice. It feels lightweight, and it's a lot more comfortable. It has water resistance of 80 minutes. They do also have this for the face in the style of the cream, which is also really nice and lightweight and doesn't feel like you're putting the sunscreen. It does still have that sunscreen smell, but it's not as potent as say Copper Tone or Banana Boat, something like that. But yes, still going to be in that same general range of most sun creams, sunscreens, and sprays. And of course, the aerosol spray can is very useful for being able to get your own back and everything like that. So let me get the item that I dropped. This is the Sex Bomb Body Spray. This was a limited edition body scrub that Lush had put out, I believe, for the Valentine collection. I did buy two of them, not at the same time, but this has that wonderful jasmine and yang yang smell. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't know how to pronounce it because I've heard everybody pronounce it every other way, and yang yang sounds the best to me. Then it has that same pinky purple spell and purple coloring, not smell. Even though you can't really see, you might be able to see some of the little remnants on the outside there. But and with Lush, if you collect 6 of their black pots, you can go into their shop and you send them back, and you can get, I believe you might get a free face mask or a sample of something, but like a premium size sample, not like a normal size sample, because they respect your recycling, and then they rewash and re-sanitize those same pots so they can keep reusing them and not having to go, so that you still have the structural integrity of the fresh plastic, but in a more environmental and sustainable way. I have the Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. This is the ginseng ginger. I am not loyal to any particular scent of the Dr. Teal's, but I do know that I really like Dr. Teal's salts. They're available, and they have a little bit more potency than just the generic Epsom salts. And I will say that I am a person who prefers Epsom salts to the magnesium salts, and I can't tell a soaking difference and ease of pain of aches and muscles and soreness as opposed to the magnesium myself. That might just be me. I had a whole nother box of Z-Biotics. Z-Biotics are the pre-alcohol probiotic drink. It says an easier morning after drinking, and that's what it is made for. There are there's nothing to it except for a little bit of sodium. So it's 0 calories, but you have 12 little bottles. These are expensive. For a 12 pack, it's about $108. If you want to get a 50 pack, it's $300 and something, which is a much better deal, because otherwise you'd be paying $200 and something for 24, and then you get more than double that. But I think that this is useful. Now, it does say on the back, drink pre-alcohol, you shake it up, drink responsibly. So if you get absolutely completely like trashed, then you probably still are not going to have a good day, but you will have a better day with this than you would without it. I had tried just having even one drink without having these after having them, and I am so spoiled now, because it does such a good job of taking care of any headache or tummy problems, and because it breaks down the alcohol at a faster rate, so you're not having to go through that absorption rate at the hour per ounce or whatever it is. This is the Dr. Teal Stress Relief Wellness Spray, the Eucalyptus Citrus Mint. It calms and relaxes the mind. It's essential oil blend. I use this up. I had originally gotten this to like spray in my shower to give that eucalyptus smell, but I think that the shower tabs work so much better, and I just ended up using this to spray around my windows and on my curtains and stuff to make the room smell nice. I did end up using that up, but I had to keep remembering to use it, so that's probably not where I'm going to put my money. I finished off a tub of Allegra, or a container of Allegra, because I've developed allergies in the last few years that I had never had before, and yeah, these were very useful. They're very good. They're non-drowsy. I also bought Zyrtec, not realizing that Zyrtec's way of taking care of your allergies is a lot like Benadryl. It just knocks you out. I can't be knocked out when I have work. But we have the eye patches from Patchology. I did get an email from Patchology that says due to the tariffs, they have to raise their prices, which is really sad and unfortunate. They said it's only by a little bit. They're trying to keep that cost raised as low as they could, but they really couldn't get around not taking that cost to the consumer. So I imagine we're going to see a lot more of that. So I'm not faulting them. You got to do what you got to do as a business sometimes. But this is the Soothe mask. This is the 5-minute flash mask. It's the cottonseed, aloe vera, and Schisandra berry. This one felt really nice. It's a classic fabric style sheet mask. Then we have the I have more of these in here. Eye patches, the restoring and this is the restoring, this is the rejuvenating, and both of these are wonderful. I love them. I've repurchased them over and over again, and they do wonders for the eyes. I have another of the restoring, I have the Rosé eye gel. This is one of their best sellers, along with their rejuvenating one, the darker green one. Then we have Press Reset. Again, this is one of a more classic sheet mask. This also has aloe vera in it in the Schisandra berry, but it also has sage and lavender. So very similar to the other one. Just, it feels nice on your skin. It feels cooling, and it helps take out redness. We also have the Barrier Boosting Sheet Mask. I wore this in one of the vlogs. This kind of feels a little more like a gel style mask mixed with a classic fabric mask. It was extremely, extremely goopy. I opened it and it went everywhere, and I had to finish opening it over my sink. And then when I took it out, it was still very drippy. Not my favorite thing in the world. My skin did feel really nice afterwards. This has the Equitin, ceramides, and probiotics, and this says that it's powered by the calming Equitin, strengthening ceramides, and balancing probiotic. This is a sensitive skin mask, so if you have problems with retinol or sometimes other stronger skincare things. This contains products that still give you those skincare benefits but are more gentle. And it helps create the appearance of smooth and even more toned complected. And now you're ready to face the day. That's a lot of fun. My skin did feel really good and really hydrated and nice. I just didn't really like the goopiness. And the mask was one solid mask as opposed to two. It made it a little more difficult for me to maneuver on my face. And again, the drippy, it's a real back for me. Another eye gel from the Rosé line. Man, things are falling in crevices. I used up a lighter, apparently. This is my Holy Santo red rose petals. I do some spiritualist rituals, and red roses are really good for empowerment and self-love. I do a lot of those sort of rituals for myself. I used up my Lumi 72-hour. This is the one that I keep in my bag that I take to work and stuff. It's my travel size. I used that up. I had it for a really long time. I also used up a Laura Geller. Oh boy. Baked Balance and Brighten in Light foundation. This is the foundation that I've been wearing to work because it's just easier on my skin in a hot factory. I don't wear it when I do my workout classes because I don't wear makeup when I work out. But this is the Skin Perfecting Diamond Primer. There is just the slightest little bit left that I have had the hardest time trying to like maneuver down. It's also kind of already dried out, but this was really nice. I don't have anything particularly upholding praise or down praising. It was a good primer. Good size. It did a good job. It worked really well with the other Laura Geller products. It worked well with other foundations that were liquid that I've used. So it was nice. I used up a Mario Badescu drying lotion. Already repurchased that. It's been a long time love for me. I used that is not used. Why is that in there? That dropped in the wrong bag. I used my Dry Bar Prep and Prime Detangler. This is the best smelling and one of the most well working detanglers for my very thick hair. As you can see, it's very thick and I have a lot of it. And it gets tangled, especially when I'm in the pool a lot. And I already repurchased it, but I repurchased it from TJ Maxx at half the price. And that's when you're actually saving money. If you're like, okay, I'm already going to buy this product and I'm willing to pay full price for it to buy it, as I did with this one, and then when you see it discounted, that's when you're saving money. If you would buy something you would not have bought otherwise just because it's discounted, you're not saving yourself any money like that. Then we have the Superhero Waterproof. I do not like regular Superhero from IT Cosmetics. The regular one does not do it for me. The waterproof version, however, is amazing. I actually really like this in the wintertime because it lasts very long. I will say that the one downfall to it is that it is really hard to get off. Like, it's going to stay and not want to go anywhere. So make sure you have micellar water on hand with a Q-tip, because this stuff is like, once it's on there, it stays on there. Good for it when it's the beginning towards the middle of the day, but when it's the end of the day and you're trying to wash your face and go to bed, it's not a time that you really want to fight too hard with. But it is a nice mascara. It gives nice, fluffy, thick lashes that last all day. It is waterproof. It lasts through rain. It lasts through snow. It lasts through snow melting once you get into your factory, in my case. So it does do its job very, very well. And then the very last thing we have is the Ole Henrik Skin sample. This is the Banana Bright C Serum. I like using lots of different lightening and brightening serums because I have acne scarring and just your skin does kind of lose its brightness as you age. So I like to try different serums. So I got the sample of this one and I used that up. It's very nice. And those are all of the products that I used up, you know, personal beauty, skincare-esque products, and some probiotics. And I will see you all in the next video. Tell me, what is a product that you always budget for? What is it that you have to get as far as skincare or like a special toothpaste or whatever it is? What is it that you're like, I have to, this is going in the cart? And I will see you all in the next one.